down here. Yeah. I didn't realize I couldn't stream, like, cast to Twitch, stream to Twitch, while screen recording. It just freezes whatever's streaming to Twitch, like the screen. Anyway, there's also the 25th anniversary of RuneScape. There are 25th birthday escapers back to speak to Hans and Lumbridge Castle Courtyard to earn your inverted skill capes and complete a set of celebratory tasks for a new cosmetic reward, which I will have to do eventually. When I logged in on the computer just to see what the UI for this quest looked like, and I'm glad I'm playing on tablet because it's really tiny. Because I only play in, you know, a windowed mode. I only play, I think 600 by 800, just to, you know, because I got that, you know, classic playing style. Anyway, treasure hunter. I have 2 keys. I got the festive bonus earlier. I use all these up. But the ornaments. Let's put all these down here. I probably have enough Christmas wrapping paper now to use too. That's the problem, because they still have it available till the 12th to claim. Anyway, we got the needle. We went through this Primrose. Apparently, the grave that Primrose mentions in this is visible at before you start the quest. But of course, since I went to the needle first, because that's what the you know, start thing. Oh, return to normal time. Can I come back? Yeah, leave the quest. We'll come back. We'll see if we can see it out here. I think I just have to search the needle again. What's the needle say? Does it say anything here? Need to be near Megan's house for this to work. And because it's my active quest, the areas highlighted. But yeah, she mentions falling down the hill and there's like a grave. That's what I'm checking for. Gonna let me up the hill? Sure, it's just up there. Oh, I forgot. I kind of went the wrong way, didn't I? It's not this side. It's the little. Well, I guess we're going back in. We can't see it anyway. Tell me that I have to. Yeah, we're back in the quest. Okay. I guess maybe we'll examine. Before I start. I was gonna do some of this. I was so tired from staying up all night to call the vets that I just like. Oh, his mouth looks so much better now after he's had an antibiotic needle and or anti-inflammatories. It just looks. It's not red anymore and whatnot. And he's taking his pills really good, which is good. Anyway. Chapter 3. Let's go. For the, you'll let me close memories pass. I should search for a keyword in the house and unravel the mystery. The report appear on the hill in Megan's house. I feel oddly drawn to it. Just also show you the calendar. 25th anniversary. We're already 3 days into it. So. I didn't mean to turn the sound out anyway. Always worry about this messing up. Anyway, next part. I had to think for a moment if I was going to stop or start. Congratulations, you completed Chapter 2. Go to Chapter 3.
Helping someone is the hardest thing in the world.
The needle in your hand heats up for a moment. Sparkles, or...
Hurting someone pushes them away. Help someone, they'll need you again and again and again. They will need to return the favor, reimburse you, or they'll need your help forevermore. You can be sure that you're the new center of their world. I have never met someone who needs people more intensely than Megan. Both Primrose and I. Actually, saying no to someone in need, that's the hardest thing in the world.
Poor Gale. Yeah, the needle in your hand heats up for a few seconds, sparkles, and then goes back to dormant. And we started up by the house instead of at the needle. Oh, we got Megan again.
You owe me this, Gale. You can't say no now. You can't. We need to fix what's happened. Primrose needs this. We need to do this for Primrose. I'm sorry, I don't mean to shout. I'm just tense, you know? Her legs are infected. Her skin is peeling. I don't know why she is so much worse. The return does nothing. It just makes her more ill. Am I doing something wrong?
Ooh. I'm betting this is the effect that Gale said, you know, like, we can't keep doing this. Eventually balance will, you know, do what it can to, you know, because we're fucking with time, and it's just gonna, you know, can't keep doing that. Surprised the toy chest hasn't been, because it's one of the few things you can examine. So. But yeah, I'm betting this is after, you know, Gale was like, you know, I can only do this once more, and then bad shit's gonna start happening, and I bet she did it once more after that, or whatnot, and this is why it's fucked up. Anyway, go see Gale. Gale, it was really cute, tonight's Coronation Street episode. Like, I don't really like David Platt much. He's a weasel, which kind of makes sense because he has that fucking weasel taxidermy one. But his scenes with Shona about this baby, like the, you know, our little tree frog and Nights, where they named her. I'm glad they didn't name her Gale. But, yeah, that was really sweet, really cute.
Helping someone is the hardest thing in the world. Hurting someone pushes them away. Helps they will need to return the favor. I have never met someone who needs people more. Actually.
Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. Is there anything? This is a fixed point, isn't it? It's a needle. Yeah. So, why does the needle, like, my question is, why does the needle, which is like an elder artifact, want us to do this? Like, is it just for the archival purposes? Because, you know, like, Guthix has like, there's chronicles and memories and whatnot. Like, I got one of Guthix's sweetest memories following me around. So, we've got Megan. We're gonna stay in the house, because I'm pretty sure that Primrose, whatever god-awful thing that has happened to her, she'll appear in her bed or something. Okay. We'll start with help. Discovered a fragment of a memory.
It was time to say no. Perhaps it was time long ago. And I knew what it would mean for me. The cost for me. But this wouldn't be our ending, not for any of us. I knew that the moment I saw Primrose behind the buckthorn bush. It all clicked together. I knew what we all were in that moment. We were family. I was going to help my family by saying no.
Ooh. We'll say family.
I struggled with what family meant. Never having parents or siblings will do that to you. But I found myself pulled into Primrose and Megan's lives more and more, like a black hole.
Oh, she knows, black holes.
I've tried to move on and away, but they've needed me. I felt responsible. I've wanted to see them happy. And, if I'm honest, I felt happy that they needed me.
Also, I apologize if I do cough a lot. That's why I kind of wanted to start this earlier and I didn't, because the cough's back.
I can only imagine that that is what family means.
Search Megan.
Ever since Megan burned the books, something had moved in her. It was like Megan shifted aside to be seen only occasionally. There was something in there with her. At first I thought she just abandoned her sense of self, given everything up for Primrose.
Oh, did the fucking demon that we found about, which seemed like this weird side turn for the story, take her over?
But no, there was someone in there with her. A thing.
Well, that's the keyword that unlocked about the damn demon. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, trying different things like ghost, things like how they were describing Megan, like they described her as a thing, and that's why I tried a thing.
I'd always meant to ask Primrose if there was something in the books, something that might have been unleashed when Megan burned them. But Primrose and I were kept apart by Megan. We never had the chance to talk like we did before. Was this thing in Megan from the books? Why did I never ask her?
Yeah, like... Why was Megan keeping them away from each other? And why didn't Gale be like, I have helped you, let me see this poor girl.
Primrose was there again, behind the buckthorn bush, as Megan begged for another return.
Yeah, cause it's established that Primrose already knew Gale, cause Gale had been looking out for her and, watching her and stuff, while Megan took the fucking ridiculous trek weekly to, the Wizard's Tower. And, so it's like, why keep them apart? Like, it's not like Gale's gonna tell her. Must have been the demon.
Primrose had been there, without fail, for the past 3 returns. Every time the needle took all 3 of us back, and every time Primrose rushed to be in bed before her mother arrived.
Yeah. So Primrose knew what was happening.
Megan never saw her. Never thought that Primrose might have been following her. all Megan saw was a cruel fate, a daughter getting progressively ill within a time loop. But Primrose was on the verge of dying. It was time to say no to Megan and begin what must be begun.
So was Primrose not getting better each time? Was she just forgetting and then Megan thinking she looked healthier because she in her head believed that they went back in time? Or was it because Primrose then knew what was happening, because originally she didn't know what was going on, that this was being reset, but because she witnessed it 3 times. Is that why she's suddenly now deteriorating in time with it?
There wasn't much left of Primrose anymore. She found strength to make it up to the hilltop. She found it from somewhere, but she was rarely awake otherwise. Often, I would let myself into the house as both Megan and Primrose were asleep. Buckthornberry makes a rudimentary salve, and I would apply it to Primrose as she dreamed. It eased her pain, but there was no stopping her fate. I couldn't stay for long in the house, not only because I might get caught, but because I felt I was being watched. Someone, something, staring at me.
Now I'm feeling like, like I found that, because like I just was going by keywords that the book characters had said, and I used thing, and now this is being used quite a bit as a keyword. Peeling. So, no.
The buckthorn is a versatile bush. Its berries can be crushed and heated to make a salve, while its leaves can be used like a smelling salt, waking up the unconscious. And it makes for a great hiding spot, of course. Primrose proved that every returning, keeping well away from Megan. Is it ironic that Primrose fainted on it? I'm not sure I have a handle on irony yet.
Go books.
Megan asked that I stay by the needle. She was to look after Primrose from now on. Somewhere along the line, she had lost her trust in me.
It was because of the sea troll, wasn't it?
Before returning, she would often burn Primrose's books. It was like a ritual, a habit she couldn't crawl out of. But Primrose wouldn't wake from it this time. She lay in bed and ignored it. If Megan was clearer of mind, she would have seen it for the clue that it was. Primrose was aware of everything she was doing.
God damn it, Megan. Like, could it be the demon? Could it be, or could it just be Megan being a bitch? Because she's just like, this was something that upset her so bad that, like, caused her daughter to just stop giving a shit. And then you're, Did I search Primrose yet? I don't know if I did or not. I know I did Megan. Yeah. Gale. Because it's like, you knew this is what caused your daughter to just give up. Like, so you fucked up once with the sea troll, fucked up again with the books. You then decided to keep doing the thing that made your daughter give up because you could.
I was born as I am now. I didn't have a mother, father, or childhood. I was me, nothing more. And I came to, next to the needle. I knew what the needle was, but I knew next to nothing about myself. It's a back-to-front way of learning about the world. I knew how to use the needle, what its limits were, how it used time. But I had no idea about people, the world, nothing.
Oh, what a shit person to encounter. You got Josh trying to scare the shit out of you, and then you got Megan.
I'm learning fast, and leaving a trail of mistakes behind me. I'm sure of it.
Also drinking some of my eggnog. I got one before I went away. That was dated middle of the month. So I'm finally heating it up and drinking it. Mixing it with milk. What about Josh? Like, speaking of Josh. Let me look up needle. What about time? Time might be another one.
I never told Megan how much a returning hurt. It didn't just sap the energy of the needle. It sapped from me, too. I would sleep, propped up next to the needle. It would give off a little heat as it recharged, and it felt like it was doing the same to me.
Can we go? Oh, we should look up returning, actually. Can we go dying? Yeah.
Megan never understood why Primrose was getting progressively ill after each returning. She would wind back in time, and everything would revert apart from the illness. At first she despaired, but that progressed to anger. It was a cruel fate that denied Primrose her health. Even time was fighting against her. Just one more returning, she would say. One more would make it right.
Yeah, like, she successfully avoided the, the sea troll and the book burning shit. And she should have been like, okay, well, you saved Primrose, I can go get her help. Or did she just hate Sloop? The idea of her being with Sloop that fucking much that she was like, or was it the demon? The demon's getting a lot of fucking push on the plot now for being something I didn't think. I was like, what the fuck is this I've unlocked?
But Primrose was following Megan every time. Primrose was committed to ending her mother's pain.
Oh, we got two.
Is there death in my future? Can I die? Or am I more pinned to the needle than Primrose or Megan? Whatever the answer, I feel like I have more stories in me. I don't feel like this is the end. Something tells me that this is not the beginning either.
I'm gonna check this before I do more, because sometimes things appear and I don't always see them because it has small the text boxes. That's what I was just checking back. Can I do that? I'll look up the grave. No. Just take a drink for a moment. I'll show you while I'm thinking of trying to think of other words. How far. Just like to remind for this chapter of it. Just how fucking far, like, Megan has decided to go. We're here. We're by the Piscatorius fishing colony. And the Wizard's Tower is here. So she's mentioned that she's done this weekly with her horse, dragging this pile of books. And she goes to Varrock and get medication. It's like, I don't fucking know. Do we have anything that's... Some of these sometimes will have words that are unlocked that from other things. But these are all... Yeah, some of the ones are only one. This was growing pains, family. I think of birth, maybe. Maybe Megan, Primrose's birthday, because that keeps coming up. Sea trolls. No. The Needle did say that at that time wasn't the time to use the demon's name. Maybe it's this time. I think it was Meetum. Might have been 2 T's, might have been 1 T. Okay, we did. Needle grows recognize the name, but is now not the time to utter it. Well, okay. Did that unlock anything? Okay, this is a demon's name. Okay, we did get something from there. Can we search wizards? Always something for fucking wizards. No. She was really big on Dote last time. No. Is Noah one? No. Just one here. No. She said... Let me think. She said is recharge or cost one. Cost. Okay, it wasn't an unlock, it was just oh, I got all of them in family. I thought it, because mentioned she said that it was, the needle and her, the cost that she, had to it. Oh, she mentioned, Primrose fainted.
Primrose fainted loudly, crashing into the buckthorn. Megan had heard, and I couldn't stop her from running to her. Megan assumed the worst. She was panicking, shaking Primrose. She couldn't sense life as I could, and there was a thread of it still in Primrose. Megan was convinced that Primrose was dead, and I couldn't convince her otherwise. It is cruel to think it, but I believe that Megan wanted it to be true in some way. Deep down, she wanted to end this loop she had created for herself. was when I saw the knife in her hand.
Oh, shit.
The knife slipped between my ribs. I don't remember much of what Megan said as she stood above me, but it was clear she blamed me for Primrose's death.
Megan has more to talk to you about.
Then she ran downhill, and I moved as close to the needle as I could. My life was ebbing, but I was still able to touch the needle. I prepared to use the pausing phrase, when the. Perhaps somehow we will be found. With the needle, they will understand our story and save us all. Megan, Primrose, and myself. It's the only way this can all be unwritten.
Oh, good. We can go back and take it off. I gotta talk to Megan. So, yeah, so she paused it. That's why the needle was hoping to find
You
someone.
knew, Gale. You knew, and now she's dead. How long has she been coming here? Gale? You told her, didn't you? You told her about the returning. This is on you. You killed Primrose. You killed her. You traitor! You betrayed us!
God damn it, Megan. Fuck's sakes.
Do you think this leaves me with anything? I have nothing, Gale. It can all burn. I'm going to burn it all! You owe me this, Gale. We need to fix
Okay,
what's
that's
happened.
a
I'm sorry, the return does nothing. You knew, Gale. You told her. This is on you. Do you think this it can all...
I was kind of expecting it to change and catch on fire. We got that Wenlaw, which I'm pretty sure is one. Look at pause. No. I'm gonna look up energy. Because I'm just thinking, okay, this one. Some of these are kind of
Joss,
off.
Primrose, and Megan weren't the first people I had encountered. There were the people of the colony to the east, but they were a fearful people and hid behind their walls.
Well, you kind of can't blame them with all the fucking siege rolls.
There were the smaller people of the southeast. They were quick to their pikes and pushed me back into a tree line.
And all the gnomes.
Men and women would occasionally stray close to me. They were so caught up in their hunting and woodcutting that I didn't want to interrupt.
This just wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought this would be more of the phrase would go more of the what the toll was taking on her.
But there was something different about the family. They seemed to have this happy energy, and I wondered what it would be like to share in that.
We have that was called okay, we got the books. I didn't remember if it did or not. I'm like, did I have to wait till she talked about it before I could Did I already look up the thing? Yeah. What do we have? We got evil and ink, agony, kindness, just one more, easy to pain. There's something there, and then the beginning at the end. So there's something probably doing with the downfall. Like, I'm pretty sure Wenla is, but I have a feeling it's to end the chapter 1. Okay. For recap on this too, basically, Megan's husband fucked off, he plagiarized some stuff and was going to get kicked out of the Wizard's Tower, so he, like, abandoned everyone, but he gave Primrose a gift that she could see characters in books as long as it was within the house. But she also was dying of this illness, and her mother was trying to get her medication, trying to get a job at the Wizard's Tower, cooking for them, and, like, get her help move. And during one of her ridiculously long trips, she ended up getting killed by a sea troll. Primrose did. Like, that's the whole story thing with the fishing colony, is that they're being attacked by sea trolls. So yeah, they Megan went to. Gale said that she could undo it as long as she understood what the risks were and what the debt was, and Gale did a returning, which brought Primrose back alive. But that time, like, you know, Megan was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, you know, I'll still keep going. Like, I'll do what, you know." And she found in the book that Primrose and Sloop, that was her father's apprentice, had been exchanging letters and were dating. And so she got so mad she burnt all the books, which upset Primrose. And Primrose, you know, that was it. Like, you know, this was her only escape. She was stuck there. She was sick. She felt like shit. It mentioned something like her stomach. So, you know, she gave up, and so Megan was like, "Oh no, I'll have to go back in time again." And so she started keeping a diary of like when she went back in time and different notes, and Primrose ended up she mentioned, like here there's the beginning of the end, so this isn't the end. Is end one? Yeah. Covered a fragment of memory.
Something was always going to give. We couldn't loop forever, and at some point, we would reach an ending. And now we've reached it. But is it a closed loop? Or the start of another story?
Story, one of them. I already tried that. Yeah. Okay, we have... Didn't end, just one more, easing her pain. Beginning of the end. Closing the loop. We know this one's probably the Wenla one. So we need these two. Is there anything else that's appeared? The word story and... Oh. The thing is, I don't know if how much is considered from the previous one to this. Like we did know the word meetum from the first one. Because there's, you know, like the stuff about Sloop, but Sloop wasn't one. Anything here? That one seems crooked now. surprised it's Megan's room, because Megan does not read. Yeah, bedside table's not giving anything. It's letting me examine it. But it's not doing anything. Oh! We just noticed Primrose. She has fainted. She is so pale. No wonder Megan thought that she was dead. She has fainted. Why is she up here, though? Letter 1. No. I'm trying to think, you know, like... If we got the demon, we already found that. Maybe... Oh, okay. Note has appeared on the buckthorn bush by the needle.
It was at the end of one of the returnings. Once Primrose had rushed home and Megan followed a little time after. Primrose had hooked a small sheet of paper onto a buckthorn. A message for me. It spoke of a necessary evil.
Okay, I'm betting that note has something. My note has appeared on the buckthorn bush by the needle. Oh yeah, I have to go downstairs first. I was just thinking it was going to be more about this fucking demon that seems to be like... It's like... You know... It's one thing to have a story about grief and, you know, having difficulty letting go, etc., etc. But, you know, throwing a demon into it. Okay. I don't know what the buckthorn bushes look like, that's my problem. I assumed I could see it better when I came up here. Okay, by the needle. I assume that's where I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know what they look like, that's the problem with me. I assume it's on the path, because you have to take the path to get up. It's not like on my computer when I have it, you know, can't always see anything. I didn't want to look up the guide at all for this, but I'm going to have to look up, see what it looks like, just to know what a fucking buckthorn bush in RuneScape looks like. That's what I'm going to look up. I'm not looking up the quest. I'm going to look up buckthorn bush RuneScape. It's not really helping me. That's not helping me. Oh god. Yeah. It's a plant used in dungeoneering. But it doesn't really tell me where the fuck it is. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what it looks like. I assumed it was these little, you know, these jagged things here that you see all over the hill. Like the... Oh, I think I've seen something on this one. Okay. Salmon buckthorn bush. Buckthorn bush with a note on it. Letter from Primrose. Dear Gale, for reasons I've never understood, you've always been there for us, and we both know that you've seen me at the berry bush. For both of these reasons, I owe you the truth. When I found out what Mom was doing, turning back time to keep me alive, I struggled with what to do. I thought about confronting her and telling her to stop, to let me die, to enjoy the moments left with me. But I knew that wouldn't stop her. She would find a moment when I was asleep to go back in time to begin another loop without me being aware. There was only one thing I could do. A necessary evil. I couldn't let Mum know that I was aware of the returnings. So I was determined to follow her through every time loop. I hope you understand why I'm doing this. Please don't reveal me or my plan. Let me keep coming to the berry bush. If not for me, do this for Mum. Do this all for her. She needs to break this loop so that she can live herself. Good. Look after her, Gale. Primrose. So she even worked out that it was a time loop, too. Okay, I'm betting I know what the last one is. It's, well, besides from the pause one. Note.
Dear Gale, for reasons I've never understood, you've always been there for us. And we both know that you've seen me at the berry bush. For these reasons, I owe you the truth.
I'll tell you, this buckthorn does not look like the one from Dungeoneering. I'm going to tell you that now.
When I found out what Mum was doing, turning back time to keep me alive, I struggled with what to do. I thought about confronting her and telling her to stop. To let me die.
Enjoy the moments left with me.
But I knew that wouldn't stop her. She would find a moment when I was asleep to go back in time, to begin another loop without me being aware. There was only one thing I could do. A necessary evil. I couldn't let Mum know that I was aware of the returnings, so I determined to follow her through every time loop. I hope you understand why I am doing this. Please, don't reveal me or my plan. Let me keep coming to the berry bush. If not for me, do this for Mum. I do all of this for her. She needs to break this loop so that she can live herself. Look after her, Gale. Primrose.
Did anything appear? I just want to double check before I... Okay. We know the pause word now. I'm betting that's what the last one is, because it seems like exactly to come out when I got the the flames one. Sometimes it's a little bit buggy. I think it's just because it's mobile. This word has power. Speak it at the needle on the hill. End this chapter and move on to the present. And move time to the present. Well. Yeah, these are each about an hour long, too. At least that's what's taking me to figure out stuff. Search needle. Continue to the finale. No. cutscenes. I want to stop this actually.